Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing a music reaction. Today, Home Free released Born in the USA. So we're going to give that a listen to and see what we think. Just from the stills that I've seen, well, they're not stills. You know how it auto plays when you're scrolling through like Instagram and that kind of stuff. I've seen Chance playing his guitar, so I think it's their first non-a cappella one. We'll have to see. I don't know if he is really playing it or if it's just for the look of the video. So we will see about that and kind of go from there. I've had other people say that Chance does the lead on the whole song, which makes sense. He's probably the most Bruce Springsteen-y of everybody in the group. And the guys seem really proud of everything, all the little nuggets that they've put into the video. From what I can gather, that and also just generating views. But I haven't been home all morning. I woke up and went over to my dad's house because my mom, my sister, and her boyfriend and her son, so my nephew, were visiting. So I popped over there and visited with them some. So everybody's missed me. Plus, I smell like a dog and another cat. I was holding a little Savannah baby, and she got tired of being held at one point and let me know and swatted at my cheek. And luckily, you can't see anything, but I can feel it. You can feel the little hole that her little claw put in. So everybody has missed me this morning. Not our typical morning. So we're going to listen to Born in the USA. I do like the original song. It's one I would stop and listen to, not necessarily one I would seek out to listen to, if that makes sense. But I do like the original song, so I'm curious as to what the guys will do with it. So let's check it out. He is playing the guitar. Adam's getting more screen time than usual.
Born down in a dead man's town. The first kick I took was when I hit the ground. You end up like a dog that's been beat too much till you spent half your life just to covering up now. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA, I was born in the USA, born in the USA. Not in a little hometown jam. So
That's still Chance singing, isn't it? So we've had oil fields, we've had industry. They were showing the building skyline kind of stuff, farmland, kind of giving imagery from all over the U.S.
they put a rifle in my hand, set me off to a foreign land to go and kill my fellow man. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA, I was born in the USA, born in the USA. Come back home to the
So they was it Tim that said it might have been just the Home Free guys handle in general said that the lyrics of this song are really important to them, and I never really did pay a lot of attention to the lyrics other than the chorus. You know, everybody pays attention to the chorus, but so listening to them, they're talking about it. I think this is when the draft was still going on when this song was written. So talking about being sent off to a foreign land, putting a rifle in their hand, that sort of stuff.
born in the USA. Come back home to the refinery. Hiring man says, son, if it was up to me. Went down to see my VA man. He said, son, shadow of the penitentiary, out by the gas fires of the refinery. Now I'm 10 years burning down that road, nowhere to run, nowhere to go.
Before it goes into the next one, I don't know if they mean the penitentiary as in really going to jail, because I think if you didn't show up when you were drafted or something like that, I think there were arrests and that sort of thing. I think. I'm not positive on that. So I don't know if the penitentiary is metaphorical or literal, because it also sounded like the verse before that sounded like never came back from Vietnam. So the mind still getting trapped being there. Or it could be talking about being a prisoner of war as well. So I'm not catching all of the lyrics, but I am catching some of them. Did I rewind already? I think I did, but we'll go ahead and do it again.
Run, nowhere to go. Born in the USA, born in the USA. I was born in the USA. I'm a long gone daddy in the USA now. Born in the USA. I was born in the USA. I was born in the USA. I'm a cool rockin' daddy in the USA. I'm born in the USA. I was born in the USA. I was born in the USA. I'm a long gone daddy in the USA now. Born in the USA. I was born in the USA. I was born in the USA. I'm a cool rockin' daddy in the USA. Born in the USA. I was born in the USA. I was born in the
From what I remember in the discussion with Humphrey, I was trying to think of who the discussion was with. In not really discussion, but just talk. I think they were saying there was a conflict of the maybe it's the mood, not necessarily the lyrics, that you get this feel good kind of thing, but when you listen to the lyrics, it's not so feel goody. So I think that's what they were trying to also show in their video, the imagery of the USA, but also like the newspaper ad said something about a strike, that sort of thing, which are some of the liberties we have being in the USA. We can strike and we can protest and that sort of stuff. That there's also a price to pay for that freedom with people with our military that are having to fight for our freedoms and fight for other countries' freedoms. You know, Vietnam was not so much about us, but it was about helping, trying not to mix it up with Korea, the Korean conflict. Vietnam, part of the country, I believe, and that's why I'm hesitating because I keep wanting to say North and South, but that's Korea. But I think part of the country was fighting the other part of the country of Vietnam as well. I think I was never good at history. I know enough to be dangerous and to put misinformation out, so I'm probably doing that. So I apologize if I am. But I know my mom says my uncle was never the same after he came back from Vietnam. And I know, so they had the homeless with the list struck out on their sign on the guitar case. I know that a lot of our veterans that came back from Vietnam were not treated well. I also know it's the only war that we didn't win the government won't really say we lost either because we didn't officially declare war or something like that. There were a lot of protests against the Vietnam War. Like I said, I don't know enough to know the detailed, gritty stuff about it, but I just know that there was a lot about it. And the war they were talking about in there was Vietnam because they mentioned the Viet Cong. I know our veterans were not treated well after the Vietnam War, and I know that it changed my uncle. I know that I did a school project where I interviewed him, my uncle, and he had, I can't remember if he told me or if my mom told me, but he lived in a foxhole for about 6 months. And during that time, his best friend was a rat named Biggie. You know, it not only is war hard on you physically and the stuff that you go through in combat, but it's hard on you emotionally as well, and the isolation and stuff as well. That's probably the most detail I know about my uncle is that he lived in a foxhole for 6 months and had a rat named Biggie that would come and visit him. I don't think it lived in the hole with him. So, okay, to the boys, home free. I think they did a good job of emphasizing different aspects of the song as well, concentrating on different things. And they did that with speed as well as when they were all in together and when they were all out together. I think the screen time that Adam had was probably the most he's had in a while. They usually don't focus in on his face much, so I wasn't used to that. Every once in a while they do. I was trying to think, it's been a long time since I've listened to the original or any version of it. I hear there's other versions, but it's been so long that for the most part it sounded like it stayed fairly true to it. And I know they were hoping that they did Bruce Springsteen's proud. So I think they did. They even had, I know Chance had the bandana, which Bruce Springsteen was known for. What's his nickname? The Boss? I think that's his nickname. But he was known for the bandana, and Chance had his bandana on. It might have even been a flag bandana. I'm not positive on that, but I think it was a flag bandana. Now, the symbolism of them at the end there, where they were in front of the homeless sign, and then they get up one at a time and walk away. I'm not sure what the symbolism of that was, whether it was no longer being homeless or separating or I don't know. I'm not positive what the symbolism of that was, but yeah. All right. Well done. I liked it. I'll probably watch some more reactors just to see what their thoughts are. There are some others that give some good hindsight into some of the topics that the guys have been singing about. So I've been enjoying some of the other reactors. So I'm going to go watch them. But thank you all for joining me on this one, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.